वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Dear brothers and sisters, you know that in my last post I had started discussing the uniqueness of Shri Guru Granth Sahib. Shri Guru Granth Sahib is not only a scripture for the Sikhs, it holds the status of a Guru, which no other scripture in the world has. So it is unique in this sense that it is the only scripture which holds the position of a guru, that is a prophet, and the Sikhs recognize him as the successor of Shri Guru Gobind Singh, recognize it as the successor of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So it is an eternal guru for them. Then I had told you about the four unique features. The first feature was that Sri Guru Granth Sahib contains the compositions of not only the Sikh Gurus but also of the 15 saint poets of India belonging to different times and different places. Devotees of the house of the Guru, that is, who were associated with the house of the Guru and composed such compositions which are included in Sri Guru Granth Sahib. We have compositions of 11 parts also, that is, the bards who were singing in the court of the Gurus, and whenever there was a congregation, they used to sing. They used to sing the praises of the Lord as well as the Gurus. So these compositions make Sri Guru Granth Sahib a unique scripture because there is no other scripture which has compositions of so many saintly figures. We generally find that there are compositions of only one prophet, and that also not composed by the prophet himself but by his disciples. But in this scripture, Sri Guru Granth Sahib, we have the compositions of five gurus who had composed themselves, and then apart from their composition, we have composition of the saint poets of India. So we can say that Sri Granth Sahib contains the spiritual wisdom of the entire India, entire country, rather entire universe, because it is and that is why it is a universal scripture for all. The second feature I had told about the language and then form of poetry, and then lastly how the Guruji had arranged these compositions. So, but today I will be discussing the contributors of Sri Guru Granth Sahib. So far Gurus are concerned, I have already discussed the position while dealing with their unique features. Now I will be talking about the 15 saint poets. Firstly, their names should be mentioned. They are Bhagat Jayadev ji, Sheikh Farid ji, Namdev ji, Talochan ji, Parmanand ji, Sadhana ji, Bani ji, Ramanand ji, Tanna ji, Pipa ji, Saints ji, Kabir ji, Ravidas ji, Bhikan ji, and Surdas ji. So they belong to different places and also to different ages, because as we see that Bhagat Farid ji was in the 12th century, Bhagat Kabir ji were in the 14th and 15th centuries, and like that. Bhagat Kabir ji, whose composition in Sri Granth Sahib is maximum among those of the saint poets, was born in Banaras, from where we can gather information regarding the lives of these saint poets. Whatever we have gathered, that is from very few sources, including the sources as given by their followers. So where Kabirji is concerned, it is stated that he was born in 1398 in Banaras and lived for 120 years, that is up to 1518. His 229 Shabads are included in Sri Guru Granth Sahib and 243 sloks are also there. However, at some places, Guru Sahiban have included their Shabads and sloks in the Shabads and sloks of Bhagat Kabir ji, just to clarify the point. So, if we exclude them, then that number will be excluded, and the number of compositions of Kabirji will be reduced to that extent. Kabirji believed in one God, and he had firm faith that all the person belonged to him. all the persons were his sons and daughters. So he has stated in Bani that अव्वल अल्लाह नूर पाया कुदरत के सब बंदे एक नूर ते सब जग उपजा कौन परे कौन बंदे. It means that if all are born, all are the creation of God, one God, then how can there be a difference? Kabirji did not believe in casteism. He belonged to a lower caste and uh, he had a lot of trouble for having that caste, but he always insisted that caste has no meaning. It is on the basis of our karmas, that is our actions, that we are judged in the divine court, and not because of our caste. He was, whenever he spoke against the caste or against any other evils, he was not liked by the Brahminical class. At one place he said that how the Brahmins are higher and I belong to a lower caste, because when we are born in the same way and are created by the same Lord. So sometimes he had to use sarcastic language because he was a social reformer. So whenever he wanted to criticize those evil things, including casteism, he had to use a little sarcastic language. Bhagat Ravidas was also born in Banaras. He also lived for a long period. But Bhagat Ravidas' tone is little humble because he does not use a sarcastic language, although he was also against any casteism or against all kind of rituals and evils. Bhagat Ravidas was also born in a so-called lower caste, which was treated by the people at that time. Kabir ji and Bhagat Ravidas ji both are from the same place, and both were highly respected during their period. They were people worship them. They have a lot of followers now. But Bhagat Ravidas ji's Bani is a little. There is not much material available about Bhagat Ravidas ji's life also, except a few stories as are commonly narrated by his disciples. However, it can be gleaned from his composition in Shri Granth Sahib that he was running the family profession of tanning hides and making shoes. From very early age, he associated himself with the company of saints and sadhus. In the beginning, he believed in images and idols, but his gradual progress on the spiritual path made him the worshipper of one supreme being. It is believed that he traveled extensively and many people came under his influence. Mirabai of Rajputana was one of these persons. Bhagat Ravidas ji also lived for a long time, that is 115 years, and breathed his last in 1514 at Chittor in Rajasthan. There are 40 hymns of Bhagat Ravidas ji included in Shri Guru Granth Sahib, falling under 16 ragas. There are many popular shabads which are generally sung by the ragis and people, which include हम सर दीन दयाल न तुम सर अब पत्यार क्या कीजिए. In this short, Bhagaji says that he is a weak person, but God is compassionate. So there is no question of testing him by the Lord. Another Shabad, in this very Shabad, when he concludes, he says, बहुत जन्म बिछरे थे माधो, ये जन्म तुम्हारे लेखे, कह रविदास आस लग जीवो, चिर भयो दर्शन देखे. That is, he had been separated from God since long. Many incarnations have passed. So he is craving for the divine union. There is one more Shabad which says, जब हम होते तब तू नाही, अब तू ही हम नाही. That is, we have to give up our ego. Then only we become gods. Because till our ego exists, we do not belong to him. We only feel that we are there and God is not there. There is one more Shabad, Mati ko putra kaise nachat hai, which emphasizes upon our pride. So we have to leave all these evil instincts and then become God, dear to God. I will be talking further about these saint poets and other saint poets whose Bani is included in Shri Granth Sahib in my forthcoming posts. Till then I take your leave. Kindly go on liking these posts and subscribing to our channel, Uniqueness of Sikhism. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.